Hi, and welcome to Get Fit with Gaston. I'm Austin O'Sheal, and today we'll be with personal trainer Awanda Thompson. She's back with us to talk about some different ways of working out. Good morning.
Good morning, Austin.
So, what we're going to be talking about today is accident prevention when working out. Do you have a bunch of methods you said you wanted to share with us?
Actually, I have two methods of injury prevention that can help you. Nothing can solidify and say that you will not ever get hurt, but it's two simple things that most people can do that they ignore. But you can do things pre and post your workout that will actually decrease the chances of you having injuries by almost 80 to 90%. So it's worth trying. And one is called foam rolling. And it's actually what you're doing is what we call SMR. That's an acronym, and that's called self-myofascial release. So when you're using a foam roller, you're doing it yourself, and you're releasing knots under your myofascia, which is your skin. So that's when you get sore, that's what that's about. You got knots under. I don't know if you knew that, but that's what that is.
Actually didn't.
So if you can foam roll before for 2 and 5 minutes, and then afterwards, we're going to do what we're called stretching, lengthening the muscles. Because when we work out, we shorten the muscles. So you want to put them back in homeostasis, put them back in place by lengthening. So lengthening after foam roll before.
Okay. Is that, like you said, the foam roller, is that one of the things that you brought with us today?
Yes.
Okay.
It's going to be interesting. It looks different. You probably see it in the gym all the time, and you just walk by it like, what is this strange thing? So I'm going to explain that, because a lot of people do not know how to use it, and it can prevent a lot of injuries.
So what are some of the other things you brought with you today?
Well, I actually brought some things to kind of spice up your workout, because all of our workouts become pretty regimen. So there's two things that I brought today. One is called a BOSU, and BOSU is an acronym for both sides up. And that means that you can actually use both sides to work out. It works on your inner balance, and we call that proprioception. So you're working on your core, you can get aerobic in, and you can build muscle all with this piece of equipment.
I've never heard of that before. Is it just a regular piece of gym equipment, or?
Yeah, it's just, well, you can actually, most gyms have them inside the gym, or like me, I had to order. Sometimes you want to order your own, but I would start off in the gym using it just to see if you like it, because I would hate for someone to spend that money. It's like $100 and something.
Oh, geez.
Unless you go on Craigslist and things of that nature, and then you can get it, cheap. Yeah, I paid like $35 for mine, but they run for $150, brand new.
I mean, that's really good advice, though, being able to go to places like eBay and get stuff like that. So tell us about the benefits of using these when exercising. What are some of the things that they can do for you? You mentioned with the foam roller, it can lengthen your muscles? Well,
the foam roller actually will release your knots. So think about, instead of going to get a massage, because when you go to get a massage, that's what they're doing. They're trying to get inside and release those knots. When we're sore, those are a bunch of tight muscles that we did not lengthen. And so that happens when a lot of people just continuously run or work out or do whatever regimen, but they don't lengthen their muscles
and
back.
They get all these knots up in the
Yes.
muscles. Okay.
So that's why they call it SMR, which is self-myofascial releasing. So instead of you having someone roll those knots out for you, you're doing it yourself. Is it painful somewhat? Sometimes it can be. But you just breathe through, and it makes a huge difference. If you don't release these knots, eventually you may pull something. Pulled hamstring, pulled Achilles. So it's worth that 2 to 5 minutes before and after to take time to foam roll and use a yoga belt. That's the one I forgot to mention. I love the yoga belt, because the yoga belt is not stretchy. It's made out of a tough fabric, and it can help you lengthen. And we'll talk about that, and I'll show you some things to do.
So you're going to show us how to use those things properly?
Yes.
Because I'd probably end up hurting myself more.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. What are some ways of purchasing these things for someone on a budget?
Well, BOSU, you can go online, but like I said, I would save my money and I would Google it, or I would go on Craigslist. A lot of gyms, big gyms and small gyms, if you go online and Google, will be going out of business, and they will actually be selling these things cheaper. Like I said, I went on Craigslist. A lady never used it, so I met her at Starbucks and bought it for $35 from her. You got a lot of people who have gym equipment who don't use it that will list it on Craigslist. So before you spend a lot of money, go on Craigslist, see who has it for sale 90% cheaper. Why not? What do you have to lose?
Yeah, no doubt. Craigslist is a huge resource. I never just thought of using that for workout equipment.
Oh, yes. Well, me being a small business, that's where I've gotten all my equipment from, instead of going into debt, getting gym equipment that you're going to sweat on brand new for $1 million.
Sometimes getting the used stuff is better.
Hey, yes.
I feel you. So what kind of workout will you be doing today with these props?
Okay, we're going to do a little bit of everything. So they'll just have to
All right.
stay tuned and come back and see what we're going to do. We're going to work on a full body workout. We're going to, like I said, do strengthening. We're going to do aerobics. So we're going to show, and we're going to work on balance.
Well, thank you so much for coming in today. It's a pleasure to have you every time you come in.
Thank you for having me.
And thank you for watching GCTV. We're going to move over to the workout portion.
Hey guys, it's Ewanda Thompson, and I'm back with Get Fit with Gaston. Today, to help me out and show you guys our workout is Carolina.
Hello.
I'm excited about her being here. So as we said before, we're going to talk about things that you can do to help prevent injuries, Carolina.
Okay.
Or a lot of time, my clients will have little quirks and injuries. So there's something that you can do with two apparatuses, or props as you call them, before and after your workout, that can reduce the chances of you having injuries. And wouldn't you want to reduce your chance of having injuries?
Yeah, I'm clumsy.
Yes. Yeah, a lot of us are. So when you feel that you're sore, what that is the body is telling you that you have knots up under your myofascia. And that's what it's warning. Now, a lot of people will go and they will get massages, but all of us don't have the time or maybe not have the funds for that. So there is apparatus that I have today that I want to show you. I'm excited about it. All right, so it's called a foam roller. Feel that. This one's a little gushy, mushy. You can get them in all levels. They go up to very firm. Once you use them a lot, you kind of have to progress up to a harder one. Like this does nothing for me now. This is like being on a cotton ball for me. However, someone who's just started out, this might be perfect. They even have foam rollers that have these little prongs coming out of them. Can you believe that?
Oh, wow.
So that gives you like a deep tissue massage almost.
Oh.
All right, so when you use the foam roller, what you're doing is called SMR, and that's an acronym for self-myofascia releasing. Basically, you're giving yourself a massage, self-myofascia, and then you're releasing those knots. So Carolina at the start of the show was saying that she has a little quirk with her lower back, right?
I have a pinched nerve in my lower spine.
Okay, so when you have issues that are going on or contraindications to exercise, and you got to be careful with your lower spine. L1 through L5 is it the very low part right here?
Yeah, I
Let me
think so.
see,
Somewhere
point to
towards
it.
it's like
All right,
right
so
down
these
here.
are the ones
Yeah.
we're really concerned about. This is your L1 to L5. This takes all the weight, everything you do every day, all your movement, all your power moves, sitting, standing is right in here. So we really want to take care of her even at a young age, and I want to show her this that she can use this throughout life so it won't get worse as you get older. All right, so real quick, what you're going to do is you're going to sit or lay on this foam roller wherever your issue is, and you're going to look for what we call a trigger spot. Trigger spot is once she lays on it and she feels the ooh, ah, 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 that's it right there. That's what we call a trigger spot. Okay. And when you feel that, whoo, that's the soreness part, what you do is put all your body weight on it for 30 seconds.
Okay.
All right. Now, we might not can do that because of time constraints here, but I want you guys to know you need to at least lay on it 30 seconds because the brain will not signal the muscle to release until after 30 seconds.
Okay.
The brain runs everything, okay? Everything, say everything.
Everything.
Okay? So we gotta work with the brain. So let's go down to the floor. So what I want you to do, I'll show her first and then she'll follow me. So Caroline, what you're gonna do,
Okay.
and listen, we're working on Carolina's lower back, but this goes for your whole body. If your hams were sore, your quads were sore, whatever is sore, that's where you take the foam roller in search of the trigger spot, right? That's what we're doing. So what she's gonna do is go and look for it on her lower back, and let's say it's right here for me, and I say, oh, that's it. Then I would lean on that knot for 30 seconds. After 30 seconds, I would start the roll just like I'm kneading bread.
Okay.
And what we're trying to do is release. That's the releasing part, okay?
Okay.
All right, so let's try it. So you're gonna sit on it on your bun.
Okay.
Then you're gonna roll back.
Oh.
So it's probably somewhere in her erectus
Yeah.
spinae
Oh,
or her
yeah.
sacrum.
Okay.
You feel it?
Yeah.
That you see that face? You see that? That's when you know you hit the trigger spot. That yeah. So you gotta tough through it. You gotta
Yeah.
superwoman through
Okay.
it. So what I say is breathe,
Wow.
and you probably go 30 seconds, and that's the knot starting to release. Now she's gonna roll. Because now we're trying to smash it and release
Yeah.
it, right? So, say this is you and you found your trigger spot. You would do this method before your workouts.
Okay.
2 to 5 minutes.
That's gonna be an ab workout.
2 to 5 minutes, and it's a good ab workout, it really is. Now, after 2 to 5 minutes, you can really do your whole body in 2 to 5 minutes. So let me just say this. I have my clients foam roll their whole body, but I don't waste time on what's not sore. So I always start with my legs. If my hamstrings are fine, roll them, moving on. Gastrocs, we call them gastrocnemius, but that's really your calves. I lean on them, I roll, they're fine, I move on. So really just stick to, for time-saving methods, stick to what is your issue. So that would be your back. Okay, we got it? You good?
I'm good.
All right, you can do the foam rolling before and then after the workout. 2 to 5 minutes, boom, we're gone. All right, what do you do next? Now you do your workout. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna do our workout, and today our workout is designed around the BOSU. So let's talk about the BOSU. All right, so we're back on our feet. All right, so this is the infamous BOSU, and this was created about 1999. It hasn't been around that long, probably about 17 years or so now, or 18 years. And as you see, it says BOSU right here. That's an acronym. It stands for both sides up. You know why? Because we can work on this side and we can work on this side. You probably see it in the gym. You're like, what the heck is this? Right? Have you seen it before?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know. Don't use it if you don't know what you're doing. You can't hurt yourself. Okay? This is Carolina's first time. So you guys are going to get in live action what it feels like. So why do we want to use this? What is it good for? Everything. Say everything.
Everything.
Everything. All right, so we can work on strength building. We can work on cardiovascular with this. And most importantly, what everybody wants is a flat tummy, right? Tight tummy, because you have to balance yourself on this thing. And what keeps you balanced is your core. Where is your core? It's right here. And flip around for me, Carolina. And it's right here. So this is inner balance, what we call proprioception, okay? So I would start off with a warm up. And so Carolina's gonna show you your warm up. I'll do it first, just to remind her. And then you'll see how it is for a person who's a beginner, see their reaction. So you just wanna let your body know that you're gonna work out. So you can do something simple as this. If it's your first time, I would take my time, because as you see, it makes you off balance. Up, up, and off. Let's try it, Carolina. Up, up, and off. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up, up, and off. Yep, keep your hips forward. Up, up, and off. Now remember, this is her first time. So she wobbled, I wobbled too. We're wobbling because our brain is trying to figure out where we're at. Give me 2 more. Wobbling is a good thing. Break. Why is it a good thing? Did you get your heart rate up a little bit?
Yeah.
Heart rate got up, got a little warm. Why is wobbling good? Because it's commanding more muscle fibers to come to attention. When we stand around every day, we walk, guess what? Our body knows how to do that. We've been doing it since what? Toddler? Perfected, already perfected. So it's not gonna burn much calories, right? But doing something like this is different. That's why you're like, oh my God, right? All right, next up is a little intricate still getting your heart rate up. We're up and over tap, dropping our hips. All right, one of the largest parts of our body is our lower mass. Go ahead and try that one. Take your time. Right foot on, left foot off.
Okay.
Right foot on. And then tap. There you go. There you go. Drop your hips. You're doing good. 3, 2, 1. Great. Good job. So she's adapting really quick. So why do we like to work that lower body? That's one of the biggest muscles in our body. Our biggest muscles are down here, our glutes, and our lats. So we always want to drop our hips. How you feel?
I feel good.
Moving on, let me look at my notes. So we did up and over. Burpee. Everybody loves the burpee.
Love them.
Not. Everybody loves the burpee. Okay, so we're gonna do a modified burpee first.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go into the regular one. If you're a beginner, start with the modified. Here's the most important part. Anytime you bend down to pick anything up, you always drop your hips. Why? Protect your back. If you lean over like this, what happens? Oh, pulled your back, right? So I'm gonna drop my hips, grab the side, kick out as long as I can, kick out as long as I can. Whole body is working right now. Shoulders, abs, legs. Come up hard, come up hard. See, my hips are still low. Bring it in. Exhale. That was the full body.
Okay.
right? So first off, Carolina, we're gonna do it modified, okay?
All right.
And then we'll show the people how to do the full one.
Okay, so bend over,
Drop your
hips
hips.
down.
Step back. Full plank. Good. Come up. Wide steps. Bring it to your chest first. Exhale, press it up.
Gotcha.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Are you ready to try the full one?
Sure.
Let's try it. All right, drop your hips and jump back. Yay, jump forward. Exhale. Look at Carolina. You better show them. Good job. All right, so you can do 3 sets of 15 of that, or you can do it for 30 seconds increment, 10 seconds, wherever it's your workout, do your thing, and then just build up. How did that feel?
Really good.
Feel good? Did
Well,
you
knock
feel
on
like
the
you were,
head.
oh, that's, that was just an extra bonus. She hit herself in the head, it's all good. But full body, right?
Yeah, I like that. It was a little wobbly, but I felt all of it everywhere as soon as I did it.
And don't forget, when you're wobbly everywhere, that's a good thing. You may feel crazy, but it's actually a good thing. So moving on, and don't forget we were working core. We're gonna work core again. So everybody want flat abs. The number one way to get flat abs is a plank. So what she was doing here, when she went back, this is a plank. All right, so we're gonna add to that, and this is called mountain climbers. So not only are we working shoulders, core, which everybody loves, we're getting our cardiovascular up. So we usually would do it for about 3 sets, 30 seconds, but we're just gonna show you guys a couple here. So I'm gonna show you and then you can mimic me. All right, so mountain climbers is here, like you're running, okay? Not gonna do that many. All right, hold the edges for me, Carolina. Drop your glutes, kick back,
All right.
run forward. Good, keep going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, she's done. Beautiful.
That's crazy.
So just think, right, she said that's crazy. So just think if you did it for 30 seconds,
Yeah.
would you make it?
Barely.
Barely.
You know.
So what's a good thing about that? We've worked the core and she got her heart rate up, right? So we're burning calories and we're toning. All right, so if you want that 6-pack ab, you're gonna do the plank, you're gonna do the mountain climber, that's gonna get your rectus abdominis, that's that 4-pack or that 6-pack. Now we wanna get those obliques. You know how everybody like those little cuts? So how can we do that with the BOSU? We're gonna twist. So I'm gonna show you. Same thing, but you're gonna twist your knees. Try it.
Okay.
You might like it.
Okay, I mean, I might.
All right, kick back. Good.
All right.
Twist. Opposite elbows. Go.
Oh my God.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now she don't need to do any push-ups because what have you been doing this whole
I've
time?
been using that.
She's been using all this.
Yeah.
Anterior deltoids, posterior pectoralis major and minor. We're good. Triceps, biceps, and getting your aerobic on and getting your abs on.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel it.
All right, so let me show you a fun one I like. Now, we were talking about this earlier. Whatever hand you are, right-handed, left-handed, that's the foot you're gonna use. I'm right-handed. You want to take your foot and cover this circle here with the arch of your foot. Gotta have that arch. And you don't wanna jump up here fast because you can twist your ankle. Slow and controlled. I'm gonna push through my heel, using my glutes, bring the other leg on. You're gonna try not to lift your foot, right, Carolina?
Yeah.
You wanna slide, because when you lift, it ups the chances of you hurting yourself. Now you notice, Carolina, where my feet are, they're kind of right here.
Yeah.
Kind
Got
of
you.
line them up right there because that's keeping you shoulder width apart. Now, most people, the first time they do it, they're like this, right? That's okay, it's all good. Again, the brain is trying to figure out where you are proprioceptively. The brain is sending signals. The brain is saying, hey, what's going on? You're not on flat ground. I don't know what you're doing. And then when the brain figures it out, it chills out a little bit better. But enjoy that because when you're doing this, that's recruiting more muscle fibers and you're actually burning more calories, believe it or not. So for the first time, what I want Carolina to do is to get on here, pull her abs in, rotate her shoulders back, take her time and go down into a squat. Ooh, see how I'm shaking left and right? That's all good. See if you can get your elbows to your knee and come on up. Down and up, down and up. Most importantly, when you get ready to get off, you want to lean, step off.
Gotcha.
Okay? You don't want to jump off. Okay, so Carolina, you ready? All right, so what Carolina is gonna do, you say yes or no? What she's gonna do is we're gonna get on one step at a time. Don't forget when you try this for the first time, for safety's sake, Slow is better than fast. You pick up speed in doing things later. Don't worry about that. Slow and control builds muscles better anyway, and we know muscles burn more calories, so that's what we want at the end of the day.
True.
All right, so your whatever hand you are, right-handed, you're gonna use that foot. She's gonna use the right foot. She's gonna make sure her arc of her foot is over that circle in the Bosu. So take your time. Yep, and push through your heel, tighten up your abs, shoulders back, and slowly pull the other foot up. Good, and now I want her to slide instead of lifting. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Good. And then make sure your feet are going straight, Caroline. A lot of times people's feet tend to go this way, and so this is a corrective exercise as well for correcting those imbalances. So your shoulders is back and down, abs is in. Now you're gonna go into your squat, kicking your hips back towards your heels. Belly button stays tight and come on up. Look at her working it out. All right, so give me 4 more. So you might not go that deep the first time, it's okay. The first time you might just stand there and shake and wobble. Don't worry about it. Give me 2 more. If you just stand there and wobble, that's okay. Last one, and just stand up for me. All right, so sometimes when my clients get in for the first time, this is all they can do. And then they get off, and when they get back on, the brain starts to get more adjusted to it, and it becomes easier. So show them the dismount, slow and control. Okay. You lean to one side, and you step. What you don't want to do is jump. I've had a lot of people jump. It's not a good look. You could twist your ankles. But good job. She's doing awesome. All right, so that's a good one. Another thing I like about that, Carolina, you know what you could do with a partner? What? You could squat and you throw them the ball, they catch it and throw it. It's like all kind of fun things you can do with this. Yes. Oh. So you would have a little ball in your hand, you squat and you would throw it to me. So we'll show you guys that another day. All right, so we're gonna go on. So that was that was lower. We're gonna show you some upper, speaking of upper. So upper body, real quick, we're not gonna expound on this too much. It's called up and overs, just like we did with our legs, but we're gonna do it with our upper body. So I'm putting the mat down to pad for our knees, because we're gonna show you the modified version. Now, for those of you who are stronger, you can start off like this. However, especially most of us women, we don't have those fast twitch muscle fibers the same, so we're not as strong, so we have to build up. So we're gonna show you a modified plank, push up, uneven, up and over. So you're gonna push up as low as you can. One hand is on uneven, unbalanced surface, that's the Bosu. Go to the other side, go as low as you can, slow and controlled. And like I said, if you're stronger, you can do it up here. All right, let's show it, Carolina. Okay. So remember, this is her first time, so you can see that even as a beginner, you can try it. Right hand is on the center of the ball, left hand is off. Feet come up in the air. There you go. Ready? Put all your weight, go down as low as you can control. Exhale, push up, cross over. Inhale, exhale, push up. Give us 2 more. Inhale, exhale, push up. Switch over, and that's it. Now you've done lower body, upper body, all that, right? Okay, so remember the fun one I was showing you before? So we're gonna show them how you can sit on the Bosu and raise your leg. Okay. All right, so you're gonna have a seat right here. I'll walk you through it. Come forward a little bit. Good. Lean back. This is for your abs. Left leg stays bent, right? Right foot goes up in the air. Reach your hands back and then crunch, going towards your toe. Give us 4. Exhale. 3. Exhale. 2. And 1. So what did you say the first time? You felt that, right?
Yeah, I feel that still.
Yeah, so that's another way you can work it. Good. You can come on off. Just got a couple more for you guys. We could do millions of these, but due to time constraints, we're just gonna show you our top ones we like. All right, so plank, remember I said that was the #1 exercise for your core and for your shoulders. You can do it off the Bosu as well. You can have it on this side or you can have it on this side. So we're gonna do forearm plank, and it's here, and you can hold the plank, and then you can do lifts, 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 or alternate. So we're gonna show you how to do the modified version. Good, perfect. So with the plank, puff up this part of your back and give it to me. Right, right. And you're gonna look right here, that's perfect, her abs in. You wanna be nice and straight, and then see if you can lift that right leg, and down, switch to the left. Good, and 2 more. Perfecto, way to go, you're done, you did it. You did it. All right. Now we did a lot of stuff with the front side. For our finale, we're going to show you, don't forget the back. Remember I said the core consists of your erector spinae, which goes from here, your cervical spine, all the way down towards your glutes, all of this, and then also the front. So for those of you who go into the gym and you only work the front, you're doing yourself a disservice. If you want to see your abs come in, you work the front and you work the back. That way you're shrinking them quicker. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you only work the front, you just be all up in here, and the back is whack.
Yeah.
Look at me, I'm a rapper. All right, so guys, let me show you a Superman on the Bosu. So we're gonna be here, exhale, come up. It may seem simple, but we'll ask Carolina when she finishes. She'll do 5. All right, so we're gonna put our hands on the back of our head or cervical spine, go down as low as you can without taking your teeth out. Exhale, come up, all that back, right? 2, exhale, 3, 4, last one, 5, perfect. How did it feel?
Yeah, I felt that one.
She felt that one. So a lot of times we neglect our back, so that's a great way to get the front and the back in. But like I said, Carolina, I can go on all day long. However, we're gonna cut it from here. So that's what we like about props, is it gets your mind off of the same regiment, and it makes it fun, and it makes it interesting, and it also makes you have to work a little bit harder, right?
Yeah.
So as we said, Carolina was a beginner. She survived it. So you guys give it a try. Always put safety first, but before we sign off, I almost forgot about the yoga bands. Real quick, let me show you how to stretch, and you guys can fade out with a stretching. So we're gonna put you on this mat. Bring your mat in, Carolina. Let's come in so they can see us real good. Can't forget about that, right? So we talked about foam rolling in the beginning. Carolina, be my model. You're on your back. We call it supine position. So she's gonna lay back. Yep, float her right leg up in the air for me. Left leg is straight. Good. Now, let me talk about the yoga band. Very tough. So you could use an old belt or a tie. You don't want a stretch band. All right, or you could use a jump rope. And this is a yoga band. They don't cost any more but $7. Go ahead and grab that with your hands. Bring your toes, point them down. All right, so this is hamstring she's doing. All right, so that's a great stretch. We got 4 quick moves I'm gonna show you. So that's number 1. You heard her grunt a little bit. So we're gonna do this after. Foam roll before, you can foam roll after, and then this is last. Always lengthen your muscles afterwards, never before. Bend your knee, bring your heel in. Now this is her outside hip. Yeah, see, she's very flexible.
That feels really good.
She said it feels really good. So most of us hold stress in our shoulders and our hips, so this is a good one. Don't forget, you hold your stretches. Do you remember how long I told you?
30 seconds.
30 seconds, okay? 30 seconds to allow the brain to tell the muscles, hey, I want you to lengthen. All right, so we're back up. Next one is gonna be for her inside thigh. She's gonna keep her hip down and just let this leg fall. You don't wanna roll over. That's the bad part. You wanna keep your hips down, keep your belly button in, and then lock that leg out. Is that locked? Good. 30 seconds. This is for what we call the adductor or inside thigh. Last move, up and over. Good. Lengthen this hand. Look that way. I'm sorry, look this way. This seems crazy. Yeah. And hold. This is the IT band. This next to the Achilles and the hamstring is the #1 thing that people injure. Where are you feeling it? Yes. So you're gonna feel the stretch here, here. If you sit a long time, if you stand a long time, these things are tight. And then I want Carolina to breathe and look this way and turn her head so she can also twist her spine. Because remember, she said she had issues here. So this is actually twisting her spine too. That was 4 moves. You got them? All right, guys, that was it. That was it. Afterwards, we used the yoga band, right? All right, so very imperative to do that, and you can save yourself injuries. Thank you, Carolina, for joining me. I appreciate you. Hey guys, join us next time on Get Fit with Gaston. It's been my pleasure. I'm Ewanda Thompson. Look me up on Facebook at Ewanda Thompson. Fit the #4 YOU out of Belmont. Wahala.